Okay, so we're gonna go over your how to install your kit and how you hook everything up, right? So basically, you're gonna get your kit in your bag here. It's gonna come with a hard laminated card, so you guys can not wreck it and you can keep it forever, right? And then you get your pickup, your relocation kit for your stock OEM coil to relocate it, and your CDI. So usually, what I recommend: go over your card, make sure you understand the red wire right here is the wire that's already attached. We supply red wire for spark, brown wire for ground. These cards say that the brown wire for the pickup is brown, as you see right here. But we've actually changed that in the wiring, so now it'll be blue. So disregard that, and it's blue. And you have the positive for the pickup, which is yellow. Okay, see that? So your pickup will come marked which side is positive. Also, you see that? I got it marked there, right? I got the wrong one plugged in there. That was just for a demo. But you can see that the one that's marked, that should be the yellow wire right there. I'll take this out and show you guys how it all goes together. So basically, I open my CDI up. I take my 4 wires out of the pack. I plug them in, and I put a strap around it, which is included in the kit. You can see right here. See, 4 wires go into it, and it's got a zap strap on it, right? So basically, we just have the positive wire here, right? And then we just have 2 harnesses that come off. One is the spark wire or center tap kill wire on your CDI, on your coil, your stock OEM coil. Your ground, it just runs through the coil itself because that's grounded from the battery to the motor. So now there's a ground to the coil and to the CDI now. And all you do is take the bracket, bolt it to your coil, and bolt it to where your bolt goes through for your throttle plate. So it's really easy to relocate it. Everything's in here, a couple extra ends and stuff like that. And then you can see your wire that comes off your OEM stock coil. I got it right here, right? And remember, when your OEM stock coil is a transistorized magneto that has a 100 volt transistorized switch in it, when we inject 400 plus volts, we're going to blow that transistor switch. So now this would be an open circuit. So it's just going to be a center tap coil. It won't work as a standard pickup no more. But basically, when you plug your 4 wires in, right, you would have got. I just have to set that up. You would have got one of these wires, right? It would have been one of the 4 you plugged in. Okay, so you pull your harness back, right, and then you just plug that. This is what's going to deliver the spark to your coil. Plug it in, and it should be the exact. I made sure that everything should be plug and play and should fit everything that's stock already. So we also included a few extra ends into the kit to make sure if you've already modified your end or the switch that you need to turn, you need to have an on and off switch for your CDI. So you can use a standard kill switch as an on switch now because it will come with the end. So you can just plug it right into your kill switch and then attach your kill switch wire. Instead of like being grounded, you can attach it to your positive on your battery. And then if you already modified or had different ends, we supply some extra ends in there to make sure you can make sure everything's plug and play. So on the pickups, just make sure that you unscrew the nuts all the way because the wires just fit in there perfect. And then when you install it, there's really not much to it. Just make sure that you don't over tighten it. You don't really have to. Same as the nuts for the wires and the bolts for the pickup. Pick if you want it retarded or if you want to have it advanced, right? Or you want it in the middle. Snug it up a bit, right? Lap them back over, make sure they're good, yeah. Just a little bit of snug with your T-bar. Plug your wires in, tighten them up, and it's just the 2 wiring harnesses going to the CDI and just a positive wire to a on-off switch, right? So there's really not much here going on as in difficulties for installing. Everything is going to be color-coded. So if you start your bike and it doesn't start, and you're not producing a spark, you just check for ground, right? Like there's many different ways to ground it. I have a ground coming from the battery to the motor, and then that's grounding through the motor, the coil, and then I just have a ground coming off the coil to the CDI. And everything works fine. This bike goes 70 miles, 60, 70 miles an hour on a stock internal bike. The only thing I've added to this bike is 18-pound Honda springs, and I poured and polished and decked and planed the internal part of the head and basically ran it right through. So we got a proper head on this engine. And it's basically it. There's not really much to these kits. They're $150 to order plus $25 shipping American. You just have to go to my sales Facebook group, Daniel Craney CDI Performance Parts, contact me directly, give me all your information, we can send you an invoice and you can order your kits up. All right, Justin will be demoing it, and he has a Facebook group. I'll put a link in the description of this video. It's Retro Mod Garage or something along those lines, and he'll be demoing the stock kit on a stock engine and an aftermarket engine, and we have different pickups and we have different solutions for the different types of flywheels that are out there in the market right now. So, like I said, order your kits, get out the Facebook group. I hope everyone's having a good day. Cheers.